Oh my fucking god, bro. What the hell? That's crazy. Okay. Oh, it just went live without me doing anything. I was typing and it went live before I finished typing the title of the stream. It was really weird. Yeah. But whatever. We're good. We back. We living. We livin'. Livity livity. There we go. We live on YouTube. Good to go. YouTube's live. Twitch is live. Queso's Booty Juice. What's up, man? DSCNS. What's up, motherfucker? How we doing? How we doing? Let me get some music going. I'll use this. Perfect. Let's have some tunage going on. Michael Renelin, I see you guys in the chat. How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a new evolution. See if I can just kind of like click here. There we go. Have this going. We're gonna watch this. This was live earlier. We're gonna watch this. There we go. Let's get YouTube over here. Awesome. I was not intending to go live just yet. I was gonna start in a few more minutes. It just popped live on me for some reason. Is the YouTube stream coming through okay for you, or is it pausing? I have to wait a sec. What are we waiting for? Okay, it looks fine. Okay, just let me know if you notice any freezing. Keep an eye on it. Viralis, howdy do, motherfucker. How we doing? Pausing some, pause. Seems fine. It's still coming through okay. It says I have excellent connection. I think maybe the pausing is probably like a little bit of preliminary and then it's going to stop. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I've been testing out this new tech to stream multiple places, but it looks like it's coming through okay. It's my birthday today. Hey, happy birthday. Huh? Fine for you? Have you noticed anything other than that first thing? One other pause other than that. Okay. It's been fine. Stan, love your videos. Awesome. Thanks. Bad for some reason. Try refreshing or lower quality. That's my advice. What tech are you using, Pappy? I am using Stream Elements OBS plugin to multi-stream. So instead of sending it to a place and it restreams it from like their server to a bunch of places, you just send one stream to each place directly from your computer. You just have to have enough internet and processing power to run it all. How many canvases? Yeah, right. I have just 2 canvases right now, but I am going to be upgrading to a really, really nice computer. I already have a really nice one. I'm going to upgrade again. I'm going to upgrade from a complete, like, maxed out 4090 computer to a complete maxed out 5090. So I bought this one a year ago. It was top of the line when I bought it. Now there's a new top of the line. I'm going to buy that. I'm giving this one to Brittany, and then I'm taking Brittany's dope computer, and that's going to be my new stream PC. Can't hear anything. Test, test, test. Oh, there's 2 of those going. Is my mic working? Testies, testies. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna mute this guy because he's confusing me. Sorry, bro. You're the sacrificial lamb. There we go. Now you don't have to worry about it not working. You got a bit of audio artifacting. Is it fixed now? The audio should be better now because I had the audio like doubled. Was the music doubled? Oh, okay. I think it should be fixed now. We can hear you. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. I think that guy is either retarded or just trolling. But either way, he's gone now. YouTube sounds good to me. Awesome. Yeah, I think I did have double audio for a sec, but we should be good now. I think we are good to go now. Levy, what's up? I see you in the chat. We got Stone Bluff in the chat. Ronaldo, Jamie. I'm doing good, man. I'm just chilling. We have a crazy ass amount of news today. So if you look at the... Oh, you guys can't see on YouTube very well. Man, okay. Well, on Twitch, you could see it, but on YouTube here, I'll show you. Here's all of our stories for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we have a new idea. So I think I'm going to compile a lot of these stories into one video, because some of them are kind of short. And I think I want to do like 45-minute daily YouTube videos. And it could just be talking about all this news. It'll just be 45 minutes of just everything all in one. And then we can also take segments and release them individually if they think they're good enough as their own video. I hear, oh yeah, the Donald Trump video is muted for right now. Hold on a second. We're going to show that in a bit. We'll get that going in just a bit. We're just kind of like, we have a lot of stuff that we're talking about. Yeah, like we're ending a push for paper straws, which is going to be sick. How long is the stream going to be? And are you going to do something after this news segment? Yeah. So what I have planned for after the news is I'm going to stream my Minecraft server. And then once I do that for a while and I feel like I did really good, I did good enough. We got a bunch of players in there and I helped the server. I'm trying to just help out the server. So I'll stream, bring it some attention. I'm going to play. I'll build my house a little bit. Oh, we have a cool segment where Brittany built this beautiful Japanese house in Minecraft and I haven't seen it yet. And it's the hardest thing that she's ever made. So I'm really excited to see her house that she worked on for like a week on Minecraft. So that's going to be sick. Been working on my LUFs today. What's LUFs? What's that? Viralis TV. I love it when streamers watch. I love hanging out with streamers. People who like to make stuff. I'll probably join the server after I'm finished with what I'm currently doing. Hell yeah, dude. It's about loudness. Oh, okay. Free America. We're pretty free. Not as free as it used to be, though. Trump the GOAT, indeed. Yo, he's shaking shit up, dude. I'm so glad he's the president. Like, I feel like anybody that thinks bad things are happening are just so wrong, bro. It's like, finally, good things are happening. PlayStation's down. No. Almost got taken by ICE over the weekend of not believing my citizenship. You know what? That's going to happen, actually. You know what? That's a really interesting. I'm glad you said that because it actually is going to start happening. They're not going to be right 100% of the time. That's going to be crazy. They're just going to be like, oh, you're Mexican. You have a fucking Hispanic accent, right? And they're going to totally get it wrong. As much as I am in support of upholding the law, they are going to get it wrong, and that's fucked up. So I'm sorry that happened to you, homie. Test. Let me just get my audio levels balanced a little bit here. We're going to start the news here very shortly. Very shortly. We're going to start off with this Trump, with the Prime Minister of Japan, which is going to be really interesting. One pump Trump. You know what? It's all you need, I guess. My God, gamers are cooked. Well, hi from Australia. What's up, Australia? The rest of the world despises you. Yeah, you guys always have. We don't give a shit. We don't need you to like us, bro. You guys can sit over there and hate all you want. We don't give a shit. USA on top. The way you guys think makes you guys so uncompetitive with us. You know, like you guys are so easy to beat. You sit there and you hate us, right? And you sit and you don't like anything that we're doing. And while you guys just make the stupidest laws in your own countries, causing you to be so uncompetitive with us, and we're just running circles around you economically, and you guys don't even realize that like 99% of your problems can be solved in your own country just by changing your fucking mentality and how you guys want to be a competitor in the global market, but you guys ain't. So you motherfuckers over there just saying the whole world hates you. Yeah, well, you know what? Go over there and hate in your broke ass self over there. Okay, that's what I say. Like when people come here and say that shit, it's just like, okay, well we're way better off. We're way better off. Pinkies up, motherfuckers. That's right. I got my 99-cent only Arizona. Yes, there it is. 99 cents. Yeah, bro. Look at that. 99 cents. America. USA. I equally hate everyone. I'm inclusive like that. Yeah, I know. I don't hate anybody, bro. Like everyone that like hates us, despises America, all that, blah, 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 bro. Whatever, dude. I've been to a lot of countries that like, and people are, there's just a lot more struggling going on. I've been to a lot of other places. I don't want us to do shit like the way you guys do it, bro. You guys do it however you want in your own country. We're going to do our country how we want to do it, man. That's how it's going to be. All right. And guess what? We got a whole lot of stuff going on. You want to participate? Well, you got to play by our rules. We're the ones with all the leverage. That's the facts. All right. Someone else has the someone else has the leverage. Man, you got to play by their rules, man. That's the way it goes. They got that leverage. You know, America, we got that leverage, man. And that the reason why here, and that's exactly the reason why a lot of other countries despise Americans, is because our country does indeed have all the leverage, and it sucks for them being on the receiving end of it. I can understand. They also don't like arrogance, which I'm showing a lot of right now on purpose, to be purposely annoying to that one guy that was like, the rest of the world despises you. Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's all right. We don't mind. You know? All right, let's do this. I'm ready. We got Trump and Hanzo Abe's successor, Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba. He's in the White House. Here we go. We got Trump coming in. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's the man, the myth, the legend.
Prime Minister, we had a picture taken a little while ago, and it was so nice. I thought I'd present it to you on stage. And here's the picture. I wish I was as handsome as him, but I'm not.
He's so graceful. That's a beautiful picture. Love it, Donnie. It's great. I love it, Donnie. Beautiful. You guys are great together. Yes, world leaders. Oh, there we go. Here's a gift for you. Oh, it's Donald Trump's book. Oh, yes, fight. There we go.
Remember that day. Thank you very much, everybody.
That's when Shinzo Abe saved Donald Trump. Did you guys know that? Shinzo Abe saved Donald Trump.
I'm delighted to welcome Japanese Prime Minister
as a ghost,
Ishiba Shigeru, to the White House for the first time. And Prime Minister, it's an honor to have you with us, a great honor. Japan is a great country. Thank you very much.
Oh, my God, bro. Ghosted. Oh no, it was Viralis. I got 99 cents in a paper straw. I ain't one. Sorry to pause. Okay, let's keep going. I'm not going to pause anymore.
Strong and proud. It's a nation that is home to one of the great civilizations in the history of the world. For nearly 80 years, the American-Japanese people have enjoyed a friendship like few others. We've had a great friendship across the vast ocean, and we found ourselves united by bonds of history, commerce, culture, mutual admiration, and great respect.
Yes.
After our meeting today, I'm confident that the cherished alliances between our two countries and others also will continue to flourish long and into the future.
I'm listening. I'll be right back.
Cooperation between the United States and Japan is one of our closest security partnerships, and it's one of the closest we have anywhere in the world. Our service members work together every day to defend our common interests. Japan is committed to double its defense spending by 2027 compared to my first term. They've invested a lot of money because of my first term. We worked on that very hard with Shinzo, the great Shinzo Abe. And we look forward to seeing even more so. Shinzo and I worked very, very long and hard, and those numbers are very reflective after my first term. And now they're going up very substantially based on our conversations today. In addition to being vital for our shared security, Japan is one of the top purchasers of U.S. military exports and equipment. And I'm pleased to say that this week my administration approved nearly 100%. In the years to come, the Prime Minister and I will be working closely together to maintain peace and security. And I also say peace through strength and all over the Indo-Pacific. And to that end, we also remain committed to the effort I began in my first term to ensure safety and stability on the Korean Peninsula. Prime Minister Ishiba and I spoke long and hard about a vital economic relationship between our two countries and the continuance of that relationship. The United States and Japan trade over $300 billion in goods and services each year.
Nice.
Japan has invested nearly $800 billion, and that's going to go up very, very substantially in the coming months, more than any other country. And they're going to have some competition. We have a lot of people coming in and investing in the United States. I think
Yeah, we do.
The feeling throughout the world has never been stronger about this country.
Bro, the economic
As a result
confidence
of
is insane
our
right
victory
now.
in 2024, the presidential election, the Japanese investment and technology giant SoftBank announced plans to invest between $100 and $200 billion. And we have many other companies investing that number, higher than that number, some a little bit less, but we have trillions of dollars of investment pouring into our country now.
Hell
that
yeah.
we didn't have just a short while ago.
Yeah, in just 2.5
Today,
weeks,
our
3
teams
weeks.
discussed how our two nations can do even more to stay on the cutting edge of artificial intelligence, along with the quantum computing, semiconductors, and other critical technologies. And they're coming out. The problem with technology, that kind, it's obsolete in about 2 days, so we have to start all over again. Doesn't last long. We agreed to cooperate even more closely to combat the Chinese economic aggression, which is quite aggressive. I'm also pleased to announce that Japan will soon begin importing historic new shipments of clean American liquefied natural gas in record numbers. It'll be record numbers. With our Secretary of the Interior, we were talking to, and we're going to get rid of the trade. We have a trade deficit with Japan of over $100 billion, but we're going to work that out, and I think very quickly.
Hell
frankly,
yeah. Yes.
We can do it just on oil and gas. We can work it out. So we intend to do it very quickly. We both understand that.
Yes.
And as America welcomes new foreign investment, we also want to ensure that companies build their products and factories here in America, not simply buy the assets that we have.
I don't mind them being made in Japan, though.
Japan is going to be opening up auto plants. New auto plants are being built currently as we speak. They've just been started. Toyota's one, and
right on.
Nissan's going to be.
I'm cool with
doing
that too.
Something very exciting about U.S. Steel. They'll be looking at an investment rather than a purchase. We didn't like the idea. U.S. Steel is a very important company to us. It was the greatest company in the world for 15 years, many years ago, 80 years ago. And we didn't want to see that leave. And it wouldn't actually leave, but the concept, psychologically not good. So they've agreed to invest heavily in U.S. Steel as opposed to own it. And that sounds very exciting. And we're going to meet with Nissan next week, the head of Nissan, very great company. And they'll work out the details. I'll help. I'll be there to mediate and arbitrate.
This is crazy, dude. Stuff's moving so fast.
Working closely with the great Prime Minister, as you know, and you know him very well, Shinzo Abe, the longest-serving Prime Minister in Japan's history. Likewise, I expect that this Prime Minister is going to be a great one. I really believe that he's going to be a great one. I've gotten to know him for not long, but I can see what they have. He's got the qualities of greatness. He's going to do a fantastic job for Japan and for the Japanese people. And I'd like now to invite the Prime Minister to say a few words, and then we'll take some questions. Mr. Prime Minister, thank you.
Oh, questions time. Let's go. Oh, wait, Prime Minister needs to speak.
A face-to-face meeting and deepening our mutual understanding at this early date with President Trump who is now leading the United States, the most important country for Japan's diplomacy and security, and aligning our perspectives and visions that Japan and the United States should pursue. What should we do to advance the national interests of both of our countries in synergy and to realize peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific? I am convinced that the answer lies in further strengthening the strong and unwavering Japan-US alliance to achieve a free and open Indo-Pacific. President and I concurred to strengthen the deterrence and response capabilities of the alliance and to work closely in addressing strategic challenges that both countries are facing in this region. I conveyed to the President that Japan, as an ally of the United States, is ready to share responsibilities and to play its own role. I also reiterated Japan United States cooperation to bring
Why
about
is this so laggy for YouTube?
Economic cooperation, including on economic security, is important from the perspective of strengthening alliance cooperation. Japan is the closest economic partner of the United States and has been the world's largest investor in the United States for 5 consecutive years. Also,
Nice.
with the inauguration of President Trump, the momentum for Japanese companies to invest in the United States is growing even stronger. Today, I conveyed my willingness to cooperate together to elevate Japan's investment in the United States to an unprecedented amount of $1 trillion. President Trump and myself also concurred to elevate
$1
the
trillion.
Japan-US
That's crazy.
partnership to an even higher level through improving business environment and increasing bilateral investment and employment, strengthening each other's industries, leading the world in developing advanced technologies such as AI and leading-edge semiconductors, and strongly promoting efforts to harness the energy of the growing market in the Indo-Pacific region. We also confirmed that the
I'm going to skip ahead.
Departure for the Japan-U.S. relations.
Just see what Trump has to say. I'm going to get the questions. Here we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There we go. All right, let's skip ahead to questions.
Any questions, please? Peter?
President Trump, I have 2 on DOGE.
Buck.
Musk said today, I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. What does the First Lady think about that?
Oh, I think she'll be okay with it somehow.
So, Democratic lawmakers are really upset that DOGE
I can't hear him.
engineers have
There we go.
access to these treasury payment systems. The Senate Intel Bench wrote a letter to Susie Wiles. They're saying that these systems are used to disperse trillions of dollars each year and contain everyday Americans' personal information like social security numbers, home addresses, bank accounts. Why does DOGE need all of that stuff?
Well, it doesn't, but they get it very easily. I mean, we don't have very good security in our country, and they get it very easily. And what we're doing, if you look at what has just taken place with respect to some of the investments that have been made on another agency that people have been talking about for years, but nobody did anything about it, it's absolutely obscene, dangerous, bad, very costly. I mean, virtually every investment made is a con job. There's nothing of value to anybody unless there's a kickback scheme going on, which is possible. And we're going to be doing more and more of that. We're going to be looking at Department of Education. We're going to be looking at even our military. We're going to be looking at tremendous amounts of money, Peter, being spent on things that bear no relationship to anything and have no value.
I'm wondering if it's
We're
just
talking
YouTube.
about trillions of dollars.
Because
It will be,
everything's
in the
smooth on
end,
my end.
trillions of dollars being
I have zero dropped
absolutely
frame.
wasted, and perhaps
Perfect
illegally.
connection. I
would
think it was
say
just
certainly
YouTube's
in many
processing.
cases illegally,
Nothing
but
I can
perhaps
do.
illegally overall.
And it looks like it's
And
better.
I'm very proud
It
of the
looked
job
better.
that this
Yeah, I think it
group
was
of
just YouTube.
young people, generally young people, but very smart people, they're doing. They're doing it at my insistence. It would be a lot easier not to do it, but we have to take some of these things apart to find the corruption. And we found tremendous corruption.
You mentioned the Department of Education. What did you think when you saw Democratic lawmakers trying to get into the Department of Education earlier today?
Oh, I see the same ones. I see Maxine Waters, a lowlife. I see, all these people. They don't love our country. They don't love our country.
And he's not worried about them.
We want great education. So they rank 40 countries in education. We're ranked dead last. But the good news is we're number one in one category. You know what that is? Cost per pupil. We spend more per pupil than any other country in the world. You look at
That's
Norway,
crazy.
Denmark, Sweden, various countries all up and down, Finland, China does very well in education. And then you look at us. We spend much more money than they do per pupil.
That's
Or any other
crazy.
way. But we spend much more money than they do, and yet we're ranked this year, Biden's last year, congratulations, Joe, we're ranked dead last. So what I want to see is
Dead last, even though we spend the
Number one,
most.
I like choice. We all like choice. But beyond choice, long beyond choice, I want to see it go back to the states where great states that do so well have no debt. They're operated brilliantly. They'll be as good as Norway or Denmark or Sweden or any of the other highly ranked countries. They'll be, you probably have 35 to 38 states will be right at the top. And the rest will come along. They'll have to come along competitively. And by the way, we'll be spending a lot less money. And we'll have great education.
This is good news. I think it's going to be an optimization.
One of the DOGE engineers was fired for some inappropriate posts.
Uh-oh.
The vice
Big
president
balls.
says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that? I'm with the vice president. Thank
That's
you,
what I'm
Peter.
talking about. That's a
Yeah, go
teamwork,
ahead, please.
baby.
Yes, red dress.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Just how strong do you want Japan's military to be?
Let's make it
And
strong.
do you specifically hope that their increased military spending will deter China and North Korea? What did you talk about?
China's
that?
our
Well,
boys,
I want our
dude.
military
Or
to
not
be
China,
the strongest. I
Japan.
also,
Japan's our boys, bro.
Don't mind spending
Let them
so
have
much
their
money
military
on the
back.
military because we build it here. It's made in the USA, all made in the USA. We have, I rebuilt our military during my first term. Did a great job. We left some of it behind in Afghanistan, stupidly. There was no reason for that, but it was still as much as it was. It was billions and billions of dollars, but it was a small part of it. But we're going to have the strongest military by far. We have great people. I want to congratulate Pete Hegseth for having gone through the gauntlet. He went through a lot, but he got through, and he's going to be a tremendous, I have no doubt he's going to be a tremendous leader. And other of the leaders sitting here, they're in their own fields. We're going to do something very, very, very great, and we expect great things. But I expect the strongest military by far in the world, far stronger than China, far stronger than anybody, and that's the way it is. Thank you very much. Would you like to ask a question, please? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
This is Hiramoto from Nippon Television. My question, let me ask two quick questions.
Sure.
First, this is the first meeting between Mr. President and Prime Minister Ishiba. So what kind of impression do you have on him? And number two, do you have an idea or do you have a plan to impose tariff against Japan so far? Thank you.
Oh, interesting questions.
I think that he is going to be a great prime minister. I think he's a very strong man, very, very strong. I have great respect for him. I've known him for a long time through a reputation. Shinzo Abe thought the world of him, and I think he's going to do a fantastic job as prime minister. A very strong person. I wish he wasn't so strong. I wish he was a little bit weaker than that, but that's what I got. I have to get strong guys all the time. He's going to be a great prime minister. I also, in terms of tariffs, I mean, we're going to have tariffs, mostly reciprocal tariffs, where we go with, and I'm going to be probably meeting on that Monday or Tuesday, have an announcement, probably a news conference, but probably reciprocal tariffs where a country pays so much or charges us so much, and we do the same. So very reciprocal, because I think that's the only fair way to do it.
It's just fair.
Nobody's hurt.
So yes, there will be tariffs.
They charge us, we charge them. It's the same thing. And I seem to be going in that line as opposed to a flat fee tariff. Okay?
Anybody?
Yes, go, please. Please, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead?
Look at him be the boss, bro.
This is Ota from Yomiuri Shimbun newspaper. I have a question for Prime Minister Ishiba. So this is your very first summit meeting. What was your impression of President Trump? Were you able to build a good relationship of trust and confidence? In Northeast Asia, there are many challenges, China, North Korea, and so forth. And with President Trump, what did you appeal to him, and what kind of understanding were you able to obtain? On the economic field, there is the acquisition
These are
of
such
U.S. Steel,
good questions.
by Nippon Steel, and there are expansion
The
of
Japanese
import of LNG.
journalists
what were the
are
communication discussion did you
are
have
asking
with
such better
President
questions
Trump
than our people.
For
What?
the $1 trillion of investment from Japan to investment, what was his reaction? What about your communication on tariff front?
They're like such great questions, and
This
they're
is
like
the first
on
time that I
point.
met with President Trump in person. So this was the first time meeting face to face. But for many, many years, I have watched him on television. So it was quite I was so excited to see such a celebrity on television, to see in person. On television, he is frightening, and he has a very strong personality. But when I met with him, actually, he was very sincere and very powerful and with strong will for the United
Of course, they're
States
just going to
as
say
for
nice
the
things about
whole
each other.
world. I was able to feel that.
You know?
This is not the sort of polishing or trying to suck up to him. For the world peace and for the regional stability that both of our countries need to play our role and make our endeavors and responsibility. As for the increase of our defense expenditures, it is not that we are told by the United States to do so. Japan, on our own decision and on our own responsibility, we need to increase our defense expenditures. But of course, we need to communicate and consult with the United States. But the responsibility is with Japan, and the decision is with Japan. Now, on the tariffs, that if it is mutually beneficial, tariffs need to be set. And as for Japan, as Mr. President has introduced to us, an unprecedented investment will be made from Japan to the United States, and so many jobs will be created. So $1 trillion is the target.
$1 trillion. That's crazy.
Of the United States, but also to the benefit of Japan as well. Investment is mutually beneficial. So be it with U.S. Steel, as Mr. President says, it is not acquisition, it is investment. So the Japanese technology will be provided, and the better quality products will be manufactured in the United States, and the U.S. Steel will make products which will contribute not only to the United States and Japan, but also to the whole world. It is not one-sided.
Moving manufacturing.
It will be reciprocal. It will
so it sounds like the Japanese questions, right, from the Japanese people, they're concerned about their own shit, right, as they should be. And they're like, hey, like, you're moving manufacturing over to America. What the fuck? That's like what we do. So that's actually kind of interesting that we're getting manufacturing from Japan, moving it over here. Dude, this is some really competitive plays economically. This is really crazy because Japan is like a manufacturing mecca, and we're gonna move shit here. How did that happen?
Be mutually beneficial.
I'm okay with things being made. Like, I like Japanese made stuff. They make good shit. You know, they really like. They're very particular with what they make, and they're very prideful. And I like Japanese made things. I like American made things too. But if there's someone that's like, you know, it sounds like it is going to be very reciprocal. They're making some decisions that strengthen both countries. That's what it sounds like is happening here.
beneficial. And I believe we were able to
Money moves
share
everything. That's right.
on this. And that is the biggest result that I have seen today.
Thank you
They
very
make good
much.
Wagyu.
Go
They
ahead,
do
please.
indeed.
Yeah.
Edward Lawrence from Fox Business. I wanted to ask you about that U.S. Steel deal. So you're saying that is this a restructuring of the deal that's happening, and then will you approve?
They're doing it as an investment, no longer a purchase.
Okay.
I didn't want it purchased, but investment I love. And they're going to do a big investment, subject to getting the deal done.
And that's
They'll be
something
doing
you
a
would
big.
approve. Where the U.S.
I'm okay with that, sure.
And for the Prime Minister, what was your argument to the President related to U.S. Steel? And one more on tariffs, Mr. President, if I could. You said on tariffs that you'd like them to be reciprocal back and forth. What was the reception from the Japanese Prime Minister when you said that, or when you talked about
Well, we
it?
didn't discuss tariffs too much. We really discussed many other things, including the pipeline in Alaska, which I think is going to be maybe the most exciting thing we've done.
Interesting. What does
Chris,
Japan have to do with the
We
pipeline?
discussed that at length. The pipeline, I mean, it seemed to be of great interest to them.
I got a Toyota.
It's we have potentially more oil and gas than in Saudi Arabia, just in Alaska. We have the most of any country in the world. It's a big asset for the United States, but we haven't used it. We go to Venezuela, we go to other places to take oil and gas, and we have more than anybody. It's an amazing phenomenon that took place over the last 4 years. Nobody understands it, including the people that were in charge of it. They had no clue what they were doing. So it was a big problem. They were surprised actually too. They were saying why didn't they wouldn't sell them LNG. They wouldn't sell. Japan wanted to buy LNG, and Biden wouldn't sell it. And I'm trying to figure that one out. Maybe it was the environment. You might answer that question. He's curious about that himself, I think. Thank you very much.
All right. Any other questions?
If you want to answer that, you may, about LNG, that the United States wouldn't sell you LNG.
What is that? What is the thing that he's talking about? LNG.
That was a really unfortunate thing, but the current administration, the previous administration was not allowing the LNG to be exported to us. I believe that President Trump, on the day of his inauguration, allowed us to resume this importing. I think this is something that is really wonderful for us. And as the country of Japan, we are interested in importing not just LNG, but also bioethanol, ammonia, and other resources at a stable price.
Dude, resources rule the world. This is
from the
crazy.
United States. And
You don't really think about this
we
stuff. I don't
also
think about this
want
stuff that
to,
often at all.
Improve the
Energy.
trade deficit that the U.S. has towards Japan. So if we are able to buy those at a stable and reasonable price, I think it would be a wonderful situation. And for that, I am very appreciative to President Trump. And we also look forward to LNG and hope that it's a success.
Interesting.
I want to just say that, on the ethanol, Iowa is going to be very happy. All of the Nebraska, all of our farm states are going to be very happy. They want ethanol, and we'll be able to provide it. So our farmers, who I like and they like me, I think they're going to be very, very happy. We've opened the sale of LNG immediately. Actually, we did it a few days ago.
What is LNG?
China, right now,
Anybody know?
Not only
You look it up?
China, everybody wants to buy it. We have
Fuel.
more than anybody.
Fuel, or
and they're
selling
all
fuel
buying
to
it.
them,
But
okay.
Japan in particular, we're very happy that they're going to start immediately, and we can supply it to the world, but we're supplying it to Japan, and they're going to always be right up in the front of the line. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm putting them in the front of the
Go ahead.
line. Let's go. We got to take care of our
Mr. Prime
boys.
Minister, I have a question for you as well, but Mr. President, I'll start with you. Well, quickly to follow up on what Peter was asking, have you directed Elon Musk to review Pentagon spending, given it's the biggest discretionary spending
Yes,
in
I
the
have
federal
Pentagon, education, just about everything. We're
Liquid
gonna go through
natural gas.
everything,
Got
just
it.
as
Thank you,
was
guys.
so bad with what we just went through with this horrible situation we just went through, and I guess 97% of the people have been dismissed. It was very, very unfortunate. You're not going to find anything like that, but you're going to find a lot. And I've instructed him to go check out education, to check out the Pentagon, which is the military. And, sadly, you'll find some things that are pretty bad. But I don't think proportionally you're going to see anything like we just saw.
FBI has turned over a list to the Justice Department of the FBI agents who worked on the January 6 rioters cases.
This is
Are you
interesting.
planning to fire the FBI agents who worked on those investigations?
Wow.
No, but I'll fire some of them because some of them were corrupt. I have no doubt about that. I got to know a lot about that business, that world. I got to know a lot about that world, and we had some corrupt agents, and those people are gone, or they will be gone, and it'll be done quickly and very surgically.
He
Do you have a
hates
question
them.
for
He
the
hates
Prime Minister?
them.
Talk up.
Talk up, he says.
I don't know. I know we have some that are very corrupt, and we don't like it. We're going to bring back the reputation of the FBI. Kash Patel is going to do a great job, and we're going to bring back the reputation of the FBI, which has been hurt very badly. It's been devastated over the last 4 years.
Yeah, I think there could be a lot of really cool things made between us and Japan. It's a good partnership.
The last administration famously did
Dope
not have
stuff will be
hardly
made for the
any,
world
if
with
at
us.
all, contact with North Korea. President Trump certainly did the last time he was
North
in
Korea?
office. Would you like to see him resume that contact and also that in-person meeting that he had with the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un, that's Trump's best friend. They're best friends, best buddies.
That is something that the United States needs to determine on its own, and it's not something that we should request. Having said that, but for example, in Vietnam or Singapore, the President of the United States
Fire this translator.
President Trump was able to meet with Kim Jong-un. I think that's a very positive development. So,
Yes, we need more.
now
Dude,
that
imagine
President Trump is in power again,
the warplanes of World War III are going to have anime
If we are
waifus
able
on the side
to
of them.
move towards
Like in World War II, we had the
resolving
pinup
issues
girls.
with
We're putting anime waifus on those
North Korea,
motherfuckers,
I think
bro.
it would be great. And of course, for us, that includes not only denuclearization, but also resolving the abductee issue. And so not only the victims of the abductees, but also their families too are aging. And so our time is limited. So if the President of the United States, if President Trump is able to resolve this issue, we do understand that it's a Japan issue first and foremost. Having said that, we would love to continue to cooperate with them.
It's actually a good question, and we will have relations with North Korea and with Kim Jong-un. I got along with him very well, as you know.
Deport
I think I
the
stopped
interpreter.
war.
Oh my God, bro.
I think
Come
if,
on.
I wouldn't have won that particular election. You would have ended
Come
up
on,
in
bro.
a very bad situation. But I did, and we had a good relationship, and I think it's a very big asset for everybody that I do get along with him. I get along with him, he gets along with me, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing. And I can tell you that Japan likes the idea because their relationship is not very good with him. And if I can have a relationship with not only him, but other people throughout the world where there seem to be difficulties, I think that's a tremendous asset for the world, not just the United States. Go ahead, Garrett.
I have a question for you and for the Prime Minister as well. Mr. President, I wonder what you make of the criticism from Democrats that these staff reductions, the cuts that Elon Musk and DOGE are doing are an unlawful power grab. And is there anything you've told Elon Musk he cannot touch?
Well, we haven't discussed that much. I'll tell him to go here, go there. He does it. He's got a very capable group of people. Very capable. They know what they're doing. They'll ask questions, and they'll see immediately as somebody gets tongue-tied that they're either crooked or don't know what they're doing. We have very smart people going in. So I've instructed him, go into education, go into military, go into other things as we go along.
Hell yeah.
And they're finding massive amounts of fraud, abuse, waste, all
Yes.
of these things. So
Get rid of it all.
But I will pick out a target, and I say go in. There
is
could be
awesome.
areas that we won't, but I think everything's fertile. You know, we're a government. We have to be open. And as an open government, I don't know, I guess you could say maybe some high intelligence or something. And I'll do that myself if I have to. But generally speaking, I'll just say go. But he will be looking at education pretty quickly, and he will be looking at military too.
Nice.
You know, the bulk of federal spending is Social Security, Medicare, programs like that.
Dude, Elon Musk is going to get assassinated probably because like he's going to find some like serious corrupt stuff And this is how he gets taken out. After all the people he's pissed off, and I like Elon Musk. I don't want to see him get assassinated, bro. I'm just saying, dude, like, he's going to uncover some shit. If he starts digging into the military, dude, they're going to kill him. They're going to kill that guy.
See him look at those programs as well?
Well, they don't really have to be looked at by him. They can be looked at by us. Social Security will not be touched. It'll only be strengthened. We have illegal immigrants on Social Security, and we're going to find out who they are and take them out. We have illegal immigrants in other Medicare. We found a lot of bad people, a lot of people that shouldn't be on, that were put on through California. A lot of them come out of California. We're not going to stand for that. So we're going to strengthen our Social Security, et cetera. We're not going to touch it other than to make it stronger. But we have people that shouldn't be on, and those people we have to weed out. Most of them, or many of them so far, have been illegal immigrants. They shouldn't even be in the country. Do you have a question for the Prime Minister?
I do. Mr. Prime Minister, the President's affinity for tariffs is well known. If the U.S. places tariffs on Japanese imports, would Japan retaliate?
Interesting. Let's hear.
I am unable
Hanzo.
to respond to
Hanzo's
a theoretical
best
question.
friend.
That's the official answer that we have.
That's a very good answer. Very good answer. Wow. That's very good. He knows what he's doing. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, that's it? Damn, dude. No more questions. Wow, okay. There's that. All right, well. Hello, Sirius. I see you in the chat. That's crazy. There it is. That's it. That was the rest of that one. So that was from the White House. Directly from the White House. Streamed directly from the White House, directly to YouTube. This is like, dude, we have a president that's talking to us again. Like, we didn't have anybody talking to us. Look, here's all their lives. Right here. There it is. We missed yesterday's. This is yesterday's thing. But, yeah, so if Trump is live, I'm live. Make sure you guys subscribe. Now, we have a lot of other things to talk about today, but one thing is, I just, like, all this strength right here, you know, seeing Trump with these, you know, like, I don't know, he's making deals here, man. Look at this. He's the deal maker. All right, look at that. $1 trillion investment plan with Japan. I mean, that seems like a great country to do business with. They don't fuck around. They make good stuff. And they're like just very particular. You know, it's a very particular type of people and government to deal with. And I think they're a great partner to invest with. And I think that things like this, like, we could just say, okay, we can make deals with other countries, and then it makes our tariffs have that much more leverage with countries like Mexico and Canada after their 30-day notice is up, you know, to make sure that they're going to do what we want, because we could just make a deal with anyone else that we want. We have options, right? We have options since we have all the leverage, and that's what we're seeing here, which is really interesting. It's fun to see. Did you guys hear about the paper straws, though? All right. Hold on, my dogs are like freaking out. Can we put them outside, maybe? Or like, I don't know. Maybe like put them out, like outright out there. There we go. We'll do that. Okay, we're gonna put the dogs outside for a little bit. All right, so we have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. I have a great show figured out for you today. That was just the first part of it. We have so much that happened today. It's insane. So much more happened beyond that. Today was incredible. Okay, so here's one thing, right? There is an executive order being signed from Trump ordering an end to paper straw push. Now, I hate paper straws. I understand the concept of doing paper straws, and it's to save the fucking turtles. I understand. I'm all about saving the turtles too, but I do hate me some paper straws. Those things totally suck. I wish we could just come up with a better idea than fucking paper straws. But But so I mean, I don't know. This is something I don't really care that much. Back to plastic. He says, here's the executive order right here. Elon Musk tweeting it out, greatest president ever, says, I will be, oh, hold on. Sorry. There we go. We'll keep it like this for you guys. I will be signing an executive order next week ending the ridiculous Biden push for paper straws, which don't work. Back to plastic. They work for like 5 seconds and then they stop working. But they do, if you drink your drink fast enough, they can work. Dude, fuck paper straws. Fuck paper straws. They're awful. They're awful. Plastic is awful too. Can we, I don't know, focus instead of making everyone just use fucking paper fucking straws, just focus that energy on, and I bet we could do it with so little work and come up with a better solution than paper fucking straws. Come on now. Right? Or better paper straws. I think we could figure that out. We could figure out something, like, I don't know. I'm on both sides of it. Paper straws fucking suck. I don't want, but we also have a plastic issue. That's the way it is. In other news, I demand jihad. I want is to kill all of you. Dude, these people are fucking crazy. I just call him is. Do you guys ever, you could call him whatever you want. I just call him is. That's what I call just is. I demand jihad. This bitch crazy. I saw this video already. I watched it. So this one's not going to be a raw first time reaction. I saw it already, but we're going to watch it together anyways. Here we go. Behold this crazy bitch and all, dude. So this is like some Jew versus Muslim stuff, basically, right? So, and it's in New York, and she is actually in some like important government position. Here we go.
A hateful bigot.
Okay, here we go.
Who is this woman? What is she doing?
I don't even know.
Thank you.
This is insane.
Yeah, these are like
what Jews in New York City have to deal with in a place of business. It's my office.
Yeah, these guys are like, these aren't just some like regular, like fucking Jewish dude that's like you wouldn't even know unless you asked. These guys are straight up Jewish, and that is straight up Arab, right? And they fucking hate each other, and you could just see it. Like this is like they're complete strangers, and they just know that they're of the other side, and it's a blood hate, bro. I know you guys all know. I mean, I'm not trying to insult your intelligence. I'm just saying that, look, like they fucking hate each other. It's so whack, dude. It's so whack how deep the hatred goes. I don't know, man. Like, and the solution, separate them. Separate these people. Just separate them. I used to do this, right? I told this story twice today. I'm going to tell it again now that we're live. Okay. When I've had a lot of people work for me before I ever became a content creator. And there was, one day I needed to bring back somebody that used to work for me, and I brought him back because he knew how to do shit. Okay, he got fired for some dumbass reason. I gave him a second chance, and I brought him back because he knew how to do shit, and I needed him, right? And there was a guy that I had since hired after the dude got fired the last time, who was working in that position, and now I brought the new guy in because things weren't getting done right, and so, or the original guy brought him back. And then him and this new guy were just clashing, and they almost got in a fucking fist fight. They're pushing each other around. They were about to start wrestling on the damn ground. So I went over. I was like, "Hey, right?" And I needed both of these guys. I'm like, "You go the fuck over there, and you get the fuck over there, and don't fucking talk to each other, and get back to work." I don't know. That fucking worked, dude. They just stopped. Okay, these people, they need to be fucking separated. They can't handle it, dude. It's just basic. Seriously, separate these fucking people. They don't fucking get along, man. So I'm just thinking basic, like they're not getting along. Fucking separate them. Problem solved.
Should be with you? No. I asked him if he did. I'm just hoping that this person has a mental...
I demand jihad. I demand jihad. I want ISIS to kill all of you.
Okay.
All right, somebody call the cops.
I'm conspiring with Hamas, Palestinian jihad, and ISIS.
Okay.
I am conspiring with them.
Okay, so hold on a second, right? This bitch is being manic, okay? I don't think she's conspiring with ISIS. She's just freaking out because there's Jewish dudes in front of her and she hates Jewish people. That's literally what she's just having a mental breakdown and she's saying the most vulgar, dumb shit. I hope ISIS kills you. And then she's like, you know, I hate all of you. I want you all to die. I hope ISIS kills you. And then was jihad, all this shit, right? And then she says, and then she finalizes, I'm conspiring with ISIS. Okay, lady. No, you're not. You're just manic. Right? You're just manic. It's a stupid ass thing to say, and it's going to be used against you 100%. But real talk, dude, like think about it. She's just freaking out and trying to, and then she's already broke bad. She already crossed the line, and now she just like stopped giving all fucks and is now just blurting out the most obscene, retarded shit. I've seen people do this many times. You guys know what I'm talking about. People do that shit. All right? I'm not defending her in any way whatsoever. She is crazy as fuck. Okay? Fuck her. All right? Stupid bitch. I don't like her. But, okay, honestly, she's just freaking out and having a manic episode and saying the worst things that she could say. She's basically self-destructing at this point. I've seen people do this. They just self-fucking-destruct, right? Because they've gone too far. They've already ruined their life. They just made a decision and they're like, fuck, I just ruined my life. Now they just say anything and everything. It doesn't matter anymore. They just completely give up. And seriously, that is what I'm seeing here. Even though, and she's also being crazy as fuck. Like, she just hates Jewish people. She's racist. And it's just the way it is.
Okay, this is going to go right to the FBI.
And on the internet. Yeah, it's going to the FBI. Yeah, that's stupid. You can't say that stuff. So apparently her name's Nora. Now she's a director of government affairs. Whatever that means. Okay, so she's just some, I don't know, whatever. But ridiculous. This happened today in New York. Right? And I think I wanted to talk about it because I think this is a really good example of the hatred between these two people. They fucking hate each other, man. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can't fix that. You know? There's like everyone wants to fix that. The way you fix that is separate them. That's how you fix it. Time away from each other. That's the solution to those issues, man. Elong, I always say Elong. I spell it Elong, and I say it Elong. I don't know why I always add a G. Anyways, this guy, he retweets this, says, Democrats in Congress didn't seem to mind that China had remote access to every workstation in the Treasury as recently as December. Now, a month later, they're freaking out that Trump's appointees are accessing the very same computers, demanding violence in the streets. Yeah, that is very interesting to me, right? So I think that this is one thing that I think a lot of lefties need to realize, and I think that they are realizing, and it's making them roll their eyes so hard at Democrat politicians, is that like this is so China had remote access to our shit, and they don't get like what, and then now, now it's a problem because we're trying to optimize the government. We're finding corruption and stuff like that. Dude, I swear to God, Elon they're going to get this guy, dude. They're going to get him. If he keeps doing this shit, dude, we need it to be done, but I feel like he's going to get killed. Seriously, man. I'm worried for the guy at this point. He keeps digging into where all the money is. They're going to kill him. He better have like the best security detail, bro. He's in deep. He is in deep. China was given remote access to all Treasury workstations. The month before Trump took office, Biden's administration sent a letter to Congress admitting that days earlier, a Chinese state-sponsored advanced persistent threat actor secured remote access to every workstation in the Department of the Treasury. What? They're not worried about this. They're worried about Elon Musk taking the funding away. That's what they're worried. What? How are they not? What? Democrats barely blinked an eye. Now that Trump's appointees are accessing the same system, Democrats are calling for violent street protests. That's crazy. Here's this letter. Oh, yeah, here's the damn letter. Whoa, this is the letter. Dude, it's literally here. What? That really happened. It's what? Yeah, that does seem odd. That's very odd. The real question is, why were they given this access? Probably hacking, right? So if you can infect, if you're in a network, you can infect it. So they probably All it takes is a compromised USB to be plugged in. That's all it takes. Zoom in. You guys want to see that? Zoom in on it? All right, I'll zoom in on that. Here we go. Hold on. Let me open this image, new tab. I'll zoom in on it. Here is that image for you guys to read, so you could read it. Hey, hold on. All right, hopefully that is coming through okay for you guys to read it. I'll give you a sec. You could screenshot it or whatever if you need to. There we go. All right. The compromise beyond trust service has been taken offline. Well, it's offline. That's good. At least it's not in there anymore. All right, what is this part of the document? Hold on a second. Democrat explains why fellow Democrats are being retarded. Is this guy a Democrat? I'm not sure who this is. He keeps saying his Democrat peers. Okay, can anyone tell me who this guy is? He has a really interesting thing to say. We're gonna listen to it, but I don't know who this guy is. Swift probably knows. Swifty. All right, let's full screen this and watch. This guy has some really interesting things to say. He makes really good points. I think that lefties need to hear what this guy's saying because he's right, and it would make the lefties more competitive if they just listen, but they probably won't.
I want to try to put in perspective what many of my Democratic friends have been talking about today.
He's a Republican.
They're very,
okay.
very, very upset at President Trump. And they're very, very, very upset at Elon Musk.
Yeah, they are. They hate that guy.
President Trump ran for president.
He's a Republican. Thanks for letting me know.
One of the issues he ran on, he said it almost every day. He said, if you elect me president, I'm going to go through the entire budget and review all the spending, line by line. If I heard him say that once, I heard him say it 1,000 times. And that's what he's been doing. He went out and appointed, through an executive order, Elon Musk, who some people like him, some don't, but
a lot of people don't.
He's a very successful business person.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a top secret security clearance.
How do you get that?
President Trump issued an executive order, and he turned to Mr. Musk, and he said, Mr. Musk, I want you to do for me what I said I was going to do in the election. I want you to go through all the spending, line by line. Now, let me ask you something, Mr. President. How are you going to review the spending without reviewing the spending? How are you going to audit the spending by an agency without auditing the agency? That's what I mean when I say common sense is illegal in Washington, D.C.
It is.
That's what Mr. Musk is doing. He's put together a crackerjack team, and they're going through everybody's spending line by line, item by item. Yep. And my Democratic colleagues are very, very, very upset. And they've been very eloquent. They've talked about the process, and President Trump's executive order supposedly violates the Constitution. And they've accused Mr. Musk of having conflicts of interest. And so I've heard people say he's sitting over there with a notepad copying down everybody's Social Security number, and he's going to go use it to make money. I mean, people in this town, not just my Democratic colleagues, they're really upset. They've never said anybody question their spending. But that's what Mr. Musk is doing. But you know, I've listened. This has been going on for a week. People have been screaming like they're part of a prison riot. Oh, my God, look at what Musk is doing. He's looking at the spending. And I've listened to people talk about the process and debate whether it's constitutional and discuss how many lawyers can dance on the head of a pin. But you know what? I haven't heard one single person who's upset with President Trump or Mr. Musk talk about what he's found. They don't want to talk about
that's true.
The spending porn, the waste of taxpayer money that he's found.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point of all this.
Exactly. They don't want to give a W to Trump. That's the only reason why.
The people in America who get up every day and go to work and obey the law and pay their taxes and try to educate their kids and try to do the right thing by their kids and try to save a little money for retirement, and have had to live through 20% inflation under President Biden. They understand what Musk is doing. They understand spending porn and wasting taxpayer money. Now, Mr. Musk started with the USAID. That handles a lot of of foreign aid for America. American people are very generous. In
Yeah,
our
we
country, you know, when you're homeless, we'll house you. When you're
4 more
when you're
years,
hungry,
baby.
we'll feed you. In our
We're just
country,
getting started.
When you're too poor to be sick, we'll
This
pay
is
for your
sick,
doctor.
dude.
And we send a lot of money overseas. To help
Senator
our
John
world
Kennedy
neighbors.
from
And the
Louisiana. Thank you very
USAID
much.
Is in charge in large part.
Now I know who he
But I'll
is.
tell
I'm
you
going to pay
what
attention to
Mr.
this guy.
Musk discovered. I find it fascinating. He discovered
I like
that
the way this guy
American
talks, man.
taxpayers are giving money to Afghanistan. He found that we are giving money to Yemen. He found that we are giving money to Syria. I didn't know that. Some of our foreign aid is going to Yemen, Afghanistan, Syria.
Why?
He found that the USAID has 10,000 people, employees. And every year they give away $40 billion. Mr. Musk...
And this $10 super chat from Dig Tito says, in the 70s, under Lyndon B. Johnson, threatened to revoke U.S. aid to India unless they introduced a mass sterilization program. What the fuck? Is that true? Thank you for the $10 super chat. That's a crazy-ass comment. Can we fact-check that or comment on that in the chat, guys?
Also found, and I'm not saying that all of this money is wasteful. I'm not. Some of this money, I'm sure, does some good. That's why Secretary Rubio is going to revamp the department and separate the good from the bad. But this is the kind of stuff Mr. Musk found. He found that the USAID gave money to support electric vehicles in Vietnam. Our money, taxpayer money.
Yeah, why are we doing that for them?
The USAID gave money to a transgender clinic in India. I didn't know that. I bet you the American people didn't know that. He found that the USAID gave $1.5 million to a Serbian LGBTQ group called Grupa Izadaji. I probably mispronounced
Bro, this sounds
that.
so corrupt. It sounds like we're just giving money to anyone.
$1.5 million to, quote, advance diversity, equity, and inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business community. What else did Mr. Musk found that my colleague...
I want him to keep looking. I don't want Musk to stop.
He reviewed
I want him to keep going forever.
And checked it. The study was done by the Middle East Forum. They found that USAID spent $164 million to support radical organizations around the world. We're not talking Cub Scout troops here. We're talking about radical organizations around the world.
That's crazy.
They gave $122 million of that to groups aligned with foreign terrorist organizations. Our taxpayer money. According to this report in Mr. Musk, the USAID has given millions of dollars to, quote, organizations
This is
in
probably the
Gaza
craziest scandal of all time in our country.
My colleagues talking about that. Recipients of the money
this has got to be the most insane scandal, and we're just getting to
called for
this
their
is just the
lands
tip of the
to be
iceberg.
cleansed from the impurity of Jews. That's what we're giving foreign aid to. What else? I'm not going to spend my whole time talking about this, but
Cyrus in the Twitch chat says Biden funded an LGBTQ parade here in Ecuador. He's from Ecuador. Says it's around $150 million. That's crazy if true. That's insane if true. $5 super chat from Cryptic says, I guarantee you Musk will find $2 trillion in corruption if he's not stopped by the left. Yo, they're going to stop him. $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Cryptic. $2 super chat from Big Tito. It's called India. The emergency. The source is Asia. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
nobody else is talking about it. They're just talking about the process. And Mr. Musk, and he's a mean guy, and he shouldn't be looking at our spending.
Yeah, he needs to be looking.
And I kind of find what he's found out interesting.
And me
found
too.
That we gave $2 million, USAID did, for sex changes in Guatemala.
Why?
He found that we gave $20 million to produce a new Sesame Street show in Iraq. He found that we gave $4.5 million.
We invaded that place. We can give them some Sesame Street.
Disinformation in Kazakhstan. He found that we gave $10 million, USAID did, of meals to an Al-Qaeda-linked terrorist group called the Nusra Front.
Every single one of these things that we're giving money to is like its own massive scandal, and like just one of them alone should dominate the news cycle, you know? But it's like zillions of things.
Musk found that we gave $7.9 million of taxpayer money to a project that would teach Sri Lankan journalists to avoid binary gendered language. We took The USAID took $8 million and gave it to a bunch of journalists in Sri Lanka to teach them how to avoid binary gendered language. I don't know what the hell binary gendered language is. I think I do. You think most taxpayers would support that? Why aren't we talking about that? The USAID gave $1.5 million to promote LGBT advocacy in Jamaica. They gave $1.5 million to rebuild the Cuban media ecosystem. They gave $1.5 million for, quote, art for inclusion of people with disabilities in Belarus. Another $3.9 million for LGBT causes in Macedonia. $8.3 million for equity and inclusion education in Nepal. I could go all night. And many of my colleagues are upset. They're really mad at
me too.
Mr. Musk. Hell, I think we ought to give him a medal. All he's doing is what President Trump said he was going to do. President Trump said he's going to audit the spending. So Trump goes and hires Musk, again with the top secret security clearance. Nobody can quibble with his intelligence.
Nope.
You know, the guy's as smart as Einstein's cousin. He's a very successful businessman. Some say he's the richest guy in the world. And he's doing the auditing. And man, he's finding a lot of
Putin's the richest guy in the world.
I call it spending porn. Now, I'm not saying everything that USAID does is wasted, but I'm saying a lot of it is. A hell of a lot of it is. And we ought to be on the floor of this United States Senate thanking Mr. Musk.
Yeah,
and we ought to be asking him to go through every agency and look at everybody's budget. Everybody's budget. That's what the American people want.
That's what I want. Fuck yeah.
Process. They don't want to continue with the Washington way. They want to save some money.
Yes.
And let me tell you what's really going on here too, Mr. President. For 4 years under President Biden, and for 8 years under President Obama, I have all the respect in the world for President Biden and President Obama. Tough job. But between them, they spent 12 years in Washington. And
He's respectful. I like him.
They control the questions that are asked. And here's the question that President Obama and President Biden asked for 8 years. I heard it for 12 years. I heard it every single day. Who needs to pay more in taxes? Is it you? Is it you? Who needs to pay more in taxes? We need more money. Who needs to pony up more? That was the issue. But that's not the issue today. We have a new president. You know what the issue is today? What the hell happened to all the money?
Yeah.
What the hell happened to all
Bro,
the money?
if people...
And that's what Mr. Musk is finding out.
If there's corruption, they need to be arrested.
And I'm just shocked that my colleagues have decided that this is a hill they're going to die on.
That's such a stupid hill. Bro, it's such a stupid hill. Any lefties bro, you're going to lose. Democrats are going to lose so much support if they keep fighting against this. They're going to lose so much support. And you know what? I believe, I have a conspiracy theory that they have to fight against this because a lot of them are caught up in it illegally. I bet a lot of them are caught the fuck up. And there's receipts, and they don't want Elon Musk to go get them. And that's why they're dying on that hill. And so either way, I feel like they're backed in a corner right now. Either way, they lose. There's going to be a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. There's righties too. I guarantee you there's Republicans that are in that shit. All right. It's not just Democrats. I guarantee it. It's infected everybody. I bet all kinds of people put their hands in the fucking pot. All right. And I want to find out who that is, man. I'm all about it. But I feel like the Democrats are so against it because it's either they get found out for some shit they shouldn't have been doing. Right. Or they lose all their support. I think that's what's going to happen because people are everyone can agree that let's look at what we're spending all the money on. I think everyone can agree on that. Everyone can agree on that, man. So it's like the Democrats are choosing the least popular stance here. Literally the Democrat politicians, Democrat regular people that are not politicians, they're looking at their side and they're like, what the fuck, guys? Let's look into this. Okay. Anyone that's not a politician and they're against all this, they're straight up fucking brainwashed by their side. They're a lost cause. Right? There's not very many of them that are, there's not very many people. I would say it's 80-20. 80% of Democrats are in support of figuring out what all the money is being spent on. Finding corruption.
the American people in the eye and support this kind of waste, support this kind of spending porn. I mean, the election to me made at least one thing clear, that the American people are sick and tired of people in Washington denying reality. The last administration tried to convince us that we were living in a crime-free world where inflation was temporary and the border was secure.
Bullshit.
And the American people didn't buy it. You
No,
know why?
we didn't.
Because it wasn't true. And the administration, our last administration, tried to argue that Bidenomics was making our lives better. But
No.
the American people knew differently.
Yeah.
They understood Bidenomics to mean I get to spend more to live worse. And they voted. Now, I mean, the American people
facts.
were
This
poorer under
guy's
the
just
last
speaking straight
administration,
facts.
but they didn't become stupid. They could see that the government was creating a problem, not trying to fix it. And they noticed the national debt, too. Put up that first chart for me.
I want to see the
You know
chart.
what our national debt is, Mr. President? $36 trillion.
That's a lot.
Not million, not billion. $36 trillion. It takes my breath away. Highest it's ever been.
Whoa.
Over 100%.
Debt per citizen, 102,000. So 36 trillion in debt, 355 million Americans. So that means that each American has $102,000 in debt. Well, that's what it would equate to if we all work together to try and work it off. That's insane.
Percent of our gross domestic product. Our debt's growing faster than our economy. And we toss around these numbers, $1 trillion, $1 billion, $1 million. Since 2019, America's population has grown 2%. We're not having babies, 2%. And that's after massive integration.
It's because it's so expensive to have fucking kids, dude.
55%. 55%.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, we've had inflation.
People are fucking scared to have kids. You have kids, you're going to be like financially ruined for the rest of your adult life, dude. That's why people don't want to have kids. Seriously, like there are people that are doing it and we all see it. They're barely fucking getting by, dude. They're like people with kids are barely getting fucking by. It's so terrible. And they love that they had kids, right? But man, are they struggling. And I see it with all of my peers. I didn't have any kids. I was like, dude, I'm too scared to have kids. I don't know if I'll even be able to afford it. I don't want to raise a kid and not be able to afford having them, bro. That would like be a terrible way to raise a kid.
We hadn't had 55% worth of inflation. That's how we got to this $36 trillion in debt. Put up the next chart for me. Now, some of this money we had to spend during the pandemic, and it was a bipartisan effort during the pandemic. Republicans voted for it, and Democrats voted for it because we had no choice. I was there. I saw it from the inside. We came this close to losing the American economy. And you know who helped a lot, doesn't get enough credit? Jay Powell at the Federal Reserve. I watched it. The whole world wanted to go into a cave and retreat. Back in the Great Recession, I remember all the other countries in the world who looked to us. They may hate us, but they know we're the greatest country in all of human history. They looked to America. And you know what? Back in the Great Recession, all the other countries wanted they wanted treasuries, treasury notes, treasury bonds.
I love this. I'm just looking at this now. Green New Scam Infrastructure Act.
Not this time. They were so scared. They didn't want treasuries. They wanted dollars, cash dollars. So Jay Powell, thank the Lord, he goes over to the Federal Reserve. He opens what's called a currency swap line, and he told every country, you want dollars? I'll trade your dollars for your currency. And everything calmed down. He doesn't get any credit for that, but it was a gutsy thing to do. But on top of that, to save the American economy, that wasn't helping the American economy. We had to keep the economy going. We spent a lot of money.
This isn't Lindsey Graham. This is a different guy.
And what we should have done was go back.
I like this guy more than Lindsey.
Spending, but we didn't do that. President Biden, after the shutdowns and the coronavirus, the pandemic was over, passed the American Rescue Plan. COVID was over. He spent $1.9 trillion. Never let a good crisis go to waste. I didn't vote for it. Then he came back and passed what he called an infrastructure bill. It was really just the Green New Deal. I know what's in that bill. That was another $1.2 trillion. And then he passed the Inflation Reduction Act. I didn't vote for it, but that was another $1.0 trillion. And then he passed the CHIPS Act. This is really special. He said, big tech, the semiconductor companies need our money. They need taxpayer money. They're not making enough money.
What?
And he gave them money. He didn't give hardware stores money. President Biden didn't give the healthcare industry money. He said, I want to help big tech. And boy, they sucked it up like a Hoover Deluxe. We spent $280 billion subsidizing
That's the
big
way this
tech.
guy talks.
And you
I love
add
it.
it all up, and that's 4.3, almost $4.5 trillion. And that's how we got $36 trillion in debt. And that's why Donald Trump said, I'm going to look at every single line item of spending. And that's why he gave the job to Elon Musk. And that's why Musk is auditing these accounts.
Lindsey Graham voted for some of this wasteful spending. Yeah, I don't really follow him that much, but I just
people. They get it.
I don't know. I don't have all the facts,
They
but
get it. And
I
hope Mr.
learned
Musk
sort of
my
stuff. I don't know.
colleague
I just stopped really liking the
we had
dude.
a little discussion
But I don't really
and
have a good
thank
reason
him
to say
Senator Warner
it.
makes
Jumped
a
over
good
from
point. He
vertical.
wants
Yes,
Mr.
there you
Musk
go.
to come over and talk to Congress.
Yo, you guys over on YouTube, if there's a link at the bottom of the chat. If you're on phone, if you're watching on phone and you want to watch on a widescreen, you can come over to Twitch. We are streaming this full screen over here. There's only 19 of us over on Twitch enjoying the Gucci full screenness of this stream. Okay, just saying. So if you guys want to come on over, you can. Better experience over there. However, if you just want to hold your phone in your hand very comfortably and watch, you are more than welcome.
About how he's doing this. I'm all for that. I am all for that. I would love to have him come over and walk us through what he's doing and how he's discovering all this spending porn. We need all the help we can get on reducing our spending because we can't continue at this pace. I just want to spend a few minutes putting all this in perspective, Mr. President. The world's not going to spin off its axis, folks. Every business that I know of goes through an audit. Now we're being audited, but we're being audited by not by the usual auditors, but we're being audited by a person appointed by the President of the United States. And I'm betting you when he's through, and he's going to go to all these agencies. He's starting on the Department of Education next. I think he'll end up finding that some of our money is being well spent, but he's also going to find that some of our money is being stolen and it's being wasted.
Yeah, it's being so wasted
to every taxpayer in this country.
It is.
So I'm going to say,
It's a
I'm
slap in the
like
face.
We ought to be giving Mr. Musk a medal. We
Yeah.
ought to be thanking him. Maybe nobody else wants to hear about this spending porn, but I can't wait to read the book. I hope he finds all of it and compiles it. I hope Marco Rubio, our new Secretary of State, takes USAID and shakes them by the shoulder and lifts up the good people there and fires the bad people.
Yeah.
The people that
Clean it up.
wasted taxpayer money
Get rid
like
of
this, giving money to terrorist organizations, giving money to organizations that support Hamas. Hope he gets rid of every single one of them. And I think if we listen to Mr. Musk, we can save a lot of money. And I hope he does.
We totally can, bro. He's going to save us so much fucking money.
Explain what he's doing.
People who think they're smarter than Elon Musk are so stupid. All right. Like anyone who think like, bro, this guy is so fucking good at money. He's so good. Like that's literally his thing. That's what he does. He became the richest man in the world. Of course he's good with money. You don't do that and not be good with money. He's good with money and he's going to track down all this dumb shit that's happening with money. Man, dude. I'm just like, I never thought we would see the day. I never thought we would see the day where things like this would be happening. I thought this would never happen. I thought we would never get control of all of this absurdity and get everything straightened out. You know, never thought that would happen. That's absolute. I'm just wow, dude. It's only been 2.5 weeks. We get 4 more years of this. I'm just like, we get 4 more years of this. This is what I'm talking about. Man. Where can you find this? I found this on Elon Musk's Twitter. In other news, we have to talk about Kanye. Oh my God. The Fat Stoner guy, thank you very much for following on Twitch. By the way, this is live on Twitch right now. For those of you watching this in a YouTube video, we're going to take it from Twitch. We're going to make a YouTube video. This is where we do these live, also on the YouTube channel as well. But we got to talk about Kanye West in the news. This guy is absurd. Okay. So Kanye West is back on Twitter and he's having a meltdown. So I'll just show you Yeah.
A new follower.
Yeah. Yeah. I Kanye's back on Twitter. He says I'm a Nazi. He says he loves Hitler. Why are we letting this guy on Twitter? Come on. Now here's the crazy part, right? This is hours ago. Let's see. This was reported 6 a.m. 6 a.m. This is 12 hours ago. Let's find Yi. Where he is. Where's Yi? Come here, Yi. Yi. Where you is? Did he get banned? Nope. Oh, no. He deleted everything. No! What the fuck? Bro, no! He deleted it all. No! Bro, okay. Someone took his phone. Finally. All right, well, good news. I already recorded a video. It's being edited right now, and it showed all the crazy shit he was saying. I already got it. No, somebody took his phone. No! I want him to have it, man. Damn it, man. You guys missed out. Okay, you're just gonna have to wait for the video then. Oh my God, the stuff this man was saying. It was this man is manic. He's going insane, and he was tweeting every like 10 seconds for hours, and then it's all gone. It's all gone. He was losing his mind. Where's the Hitler? Did he delete the Hitler thing? Oh, here's a lot of the manic stuff that he kept. Okay. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh my God, this is crazy. Dude, this guy is insane. Did they get rid of oh my God, stop it. What the hell, Twitter? Just screwed me up, dude. Okay, I think we're back where we were. Oh yeah, there it is. They left it up. Oh my God, it's okay. Well, this is still up. There's no taking that back. Look at this. Oh my God, I got to get out of that picture. Oh my God, dude, I just got flashbanged. I just got flashbanged by Kanye. Oh my God, bro. No, my brain. Oh my God. Kanye needs to stop. He needs his phone taken away, dude. This guy, like, you know what? You know how they put Britney Spears in that crazy person thing where someone like managed all her money, like her dad or something? That needs to happen to Kanye. But like straight up, that needs to happen to Kanye. This guy is insane. In other news, U.S. attorney sends letter to Elon Musk and DOGE. We will chase them till the end of the earth to hold them accountable. Now we know why the Democrats are in full-blown meltdown mode. No, okay. This sentence right here, you know, presumptuous, but I have my suspicions. I do, but it's a little presumptuous, you know, just a little bit. We got to be fair. We got to be a little bit fair. Once we have fucking eyes on target, bro, then we're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Eyes on target. We need it. We need to see it. Let's see it. Let's find it. Let's catch it. Let's see it. Let's prove it. Beyond a reasonable doubt, everybody knows. Super fucked, super illegal. Let's prove it. That's what I'm about. Here's what this letter says. It's going to be a little tiny for you guys on YouTube. I could probably make this a little bit bigger for you, actually. Let me just do that. It's from the Department of Justice to Elon Musk. Dear Steve and Elon, thank you for the referral of individuals and networks who appear to be stealing government property and or threatening government employees. After your referral, as is my practice, I will begin an inquiry. Please let me reiterate again. If people are discovered to have broken the law or even acted simply unethically, we will investigate them and we will chase them till the end of the earth to hold them accountable. We will not rest or cease in this. No one should abuse American taxpayer dollars, nor American taxpayer workers. No one is above the law. I am proud that we have been able to assist local law enforcement in protecting the DOGE workers and others over the past week or so. A safe DC is a priority for President Trump and all of us. Please keep in touch and continue to refer matters to me as soon as possible. This is the Department of Justice. Edward R. Martin Jr., United States Attorney. Wow. That, dude, they're not fucking around. Like, I really do think that there's going to be people that are going to be held accountable. Not everybody. I don't think they're going to catch everyone. But I think that, like, some of the biggest, most responsible people are never going to be held responsible. That's what I think. But I think that they're going to try. I just, you know, like, if there's anybody that's too big, I'm so, like, programmed to not believe that anything's ever going to happen to them, that, you know, I feel that way. But it feels good to see a letter like this from the Department of fucking Justice, man. It's like, yeah, dude, it's like, that is, I think that what Elon Musk is finding is I think that it's something that's probably, I think that people have been stealing from the honeypot for decades, and he's going to find so much shit. And I just honestly think that they're going to try and get him, man. He needs like President Trump level of protection. Okay, this guy needs epic protection. Seriously. Oh my God. Yeah, decades. What about let's see here. Did Joe pardon himself? He pardoned everyone. Like back to the 40s, maybe 20s. I bet you this goes back 100 years. Like we'll see beginnings of that if we even have record of it. We probably do. Yeah, I think this goes back a very long time. I think there's a lot of people deep-rooted involvement in this, and this is going to shake. This is the biggest scandal in American history. That's what I think this is. I think this is going to be like the absolute biggest scandal, like finding where, and literally just digging and tracking the money. Like anybody can jump in and look at the money. Elon Musk knows how to do that. Just look at the money. The things we are sending money to. Wow. And what's silly is that we have a lot of these people. See, this is why, like, Democrats, not the people, but the politicians, right? Of course, there are some actual just like people that are just like brainwashed into this, but I think generally most Democrats that are like normal and not just like here to fight and they're only here for the fight. That's like I really do think the most extreme people on the left and the right are only here for the fight. So those people aside, and we're looking at just normal Democrats, right? People who vote, they're normal Americans. You'd never know what their politics are unless they told you, right? Normal Democrats. I think that like the majority of them, the vast majority, probably 80+%, agree with finding out what the hell we've been spending all this money on. That's what I think. I think the majority of them agree. So it's just so psycho for all of these people to be trying to stop this investigation into where did all this money get spent. This guy right here, this man, he needs a medal. Like this guy, he's standing out front. He is the security guard of the let me make this smaller for you guys. It's easier to see. Over on the YouTube. There we go. These are like Democrat politicians out here. I think there's like even, what's her name? Something Waters. She's so Maxine Waters. So annoying. They're all here trying to get in, and this guy has been hired to stop them from coming inside and disrupting their investigation.
Excuse me?
Are you prepared to stand here all night if we decide to stay?
I guess, yeah.
All right, well, you just stay right there then. You just stay and stand.
Why are you letting us go to that desk like we were able to do last year?
No, he's not a U.S. employee.
This is a public institution.
Did Elon Musk hire you? Who do you work for? Who do you
work
for?
Are you not
This is crazy.
Who do you work for?
I'm a federal employee working for the education.
There's another video. I swear I had it in my list. Let me see if I can find it. I guess not. Where is this? Give this guy a beer, right?
Are you prepared?
There was like a longer one. I swear there was a longer one. Man, I don't have it. Damn. Well, anyways, they're just sitting here badgering this guy, and he's still standing there, and he's waiting for them all to leave, and he's just. I hope he's getting paid well, because that looks so annoying to deal with, right? Man, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. I know that you guys will appreciate this video. That's what I know. So let me just take the time. I'm gonna find it for you. Here we go. Okay. What is this guy? This guy's blocking the door. Let's see. Let's just look that up. Blocking the door. Here we go. Oh, here. Well, that's a longer one. Democrats blocked from entering. Excuse me. There was a longer video.
Are you prepared to stand here all night if we just...
No, we already watched that one. Oh my God. Everyone loves this guy though. Yeah, dude, the whole internet is like gushing over this guy. Man, where was that longer video? Ah. Oh. This is just a different angle. Okay, we'll take a look at the other angle.
Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name.
She's just being a bully. She's just saying, yeah, everyone's going to see your face. So you're going to be all over the world.
Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it. I looked them in the eye.
Oh my God, yo, that is crazy. That is so annoying. How about that? All right, hold on. Let me pull my Twitch chat back up. Here we go. She was the one who said, get in their faces in the streets during BLM Antifa. Yeah, I know. She's just being a politician. You know, that's what they do. And other news, $241 million on transgender animal testing. Wait, really? Wait, really? Hold on a second. Who is this? Mr. Crane? Who is this? Is this true?
$1 million was spent for transgender animal testing.
What?
Yes, and that's, I would say, is the floor, not the ceiling, because the information on federal databases is not, it was pretty incomplete.
So you think we're going to find out that it was much more money than that for transgender animal testing?
Yes. What?
Can you describe what exactly
takes all the money?
The American people's taxpayer dollars were spent on regarding transgender animal testing?
Yeah, in a lot of these cases, they're involve mice, rats, monkeys who are being surgically mutilated and subjected to hormone therapies to mimic female to male or male to female gender transitions, gender affirming hormone therapies, and then looking at the biological, psychological, and physiological effects of the gender transitions, looking at the effects of taking vaccines after you've transitioned these animals from male to female or female to male, looking at the size of their genitals changing after you've put them on estrogen or testosterone therapies to transition them. And in the case that the chairwoman, the example the chairwoman gave, there was a $1.1 million grant to give female lab rats testosterone to mimic transgender male humans and then overdose them with this party drug to see if animals who were taking female animals taking testosterone were more likely to overdose on the sex party drug than animals who were not taking testosterone.
Okay, hold on a second. Nothing here, like, here's my issue. Where the fuck did this come from? It doesn't say anything. Who is Mr. Crane? Who is this bald guy talking? Where are they? Okay. So just first, like, if true, fucking weird. What the fuck? If true. But hold on a second. What about the if true part? Where did this come from? Can anybody get... So, like, we have Swift in the chat. He tends to track a lot of this stuff down. What is this from? Who is this guy? I've never seen him before. He looks like he should be on fucking X-Men. He looks like the guy from X-Men that fucking invades the school. And that's all I know. Seriously. Okay, hold on a second. Witness explains to Eli Crane what gender transition animal testing entails. Okay, hold on. We have a link here.
Thank you.
Here we go. This is from 1 day ago. Okay, here we go. Forbes, breaking news.
I would now like to recognize Mr. Crane for 5 minutes.
Here we go. Thank you very much. This is what I'm talking about. Hold on. This is a 5.5 minute thing. Let's listen to this entire thing. Not super cropped and like posted on Twitter with a message on top of it. Let's just watch this. Okay? Taxpayer funded animal cruelty. Wait, this is a House Oversight Committee. This is legit. This isn't some bullshit. This is legit. This was 1 day ago. What the okay, hold on a second, guys. This is messed up. Yo, Swift, thank you coming in, dude. See, this is what we got to do. We can't just go off just the clip with this one. That was crazy. Here we go. By the way, I remember seeing some comment that was saying, this guy just believes anything. Bro, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? Investigating it. Now we have the actual video from the House Oversight Committee. We're just going to watch it and hear what they say. What do you mean believe anything I hear? We're trying to watch it and know what's real or not.
Thank you. I would now
So that's what, like, I don't know, stupid ass.
like to
We're trying to figure
Mr.
it
Crane
out.
for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Ms. Chairwoman, for holding this hearing today. Thank you guys for showing up. It was just yesterday in an oversight hearing that I asked Chairman Comer if we could get some therapy dogs up here because of some of the meltdowns that were going on. I had no idea I'd walk into this hearing today and see three beautiful beagle puppies.
Bro, I would pet one.
Noticed that my mood's already improved, so thank you guys for bringing them.
Yeah, dude.
I think we should make it mandatory.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll pet a dog.
We also talked about in the Oversight Committee hearing yesterday some of the ridiculous programs and initiatives that need to be cut from our bloated government. And it seems like a lot of these studies are just another example of our senseless, out-of-control spending by bureaucrats who never really get held accountable. I want to start with you, Mr. Goodman. You said you have estimated over $20 billion in taxpayer money wasted on ineffective animal research. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, we have the actual video. This is real. That
Mr.
was
Goodman,
real.
Did you also say that it was your estimation that $241 million was spent for transgender animal testing?
Yes, and that's, I would say, is the floor, not the ceiling, because the information on federal databases is pretty incomplete.
So you think we're going to find out that it was much more money than that for
Yes.
transgender animal testing?
Yes.
Can you describe what exactly the American people's taxpayer dollars were spent on regarding transgender animal testing?
Yeah, in a lot of these cases, they're involve mice, rats, monkeys who are being surgically mutilated and subjected to hormone therapies to mimic female to male or male to female gender transitions, gender-affirming hormone therapies, and then looking at the biological, psychological, and physiological effects of the gender transitions, looking at the effects of taking vaccines after you've transitioned these animals from male to female or female to male, looking at the size of their genitals changing after you've put them on estrogen or testosterone therapies to transition them.
I'm going to make this really clear. I have no problem with scientists doing experiments on animals so we can further science. I have no problem with that. But why are we spending so much on transgender shit on animals from the government? I don't that's not pushing us forward, bro. That's fucked up.
And in the case that the chairwoman, the example the chairwoman gave, there was a $1.1 million grant to give female lab rats testosterone to mimic transgender male humans and then overdose them with this party drug to see
They're making the frogs
animals
gay.
who were taking female animals taking testosterone were more likely to
Oh my God, you guys are right. Alex Jones would kind of called this, bro. They're making the mice gay. What? Dude, no.
On this sex party drug than animals who are not taking testosterone.
This is messed up.
Mr. Goodman, are many of these taxpayer-funded animal studies shared with the public, or is there a significant oversight of this research?
You essentially needed a degree in information technology to navigate the federal spending databases to find any.
Hold on, I have a comment. You guys all need to hear this. What if people want to be trans? Okay, are they fucking lab mice? What are you talking about? Go do whatever you want. Nobody gives a shit. Go be trans.
This stuff.
So
we're talking about spending hundreds of millions of dollars on trans shit on mice. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, what?
What you found is we're not being very transparent with what we're spending these funds on.
Not at all, and it's by design.
Did you say that Dr. Fauci, in your estimation, had funded close to 95% of these animal research projects?
Yeah, in our analysis, Dr. Fauci funded about 95% of the transgender animal experiments.
Okay, I found in some research that the EPA under President Trump is planning to reduce the agency's animal testing by 30% by 2025 and completely by 2035. Mr. Goodman, can you explain why that's a win for the American taxpayer?
Absolutely. Animal testing is incredibly time-intensive, inaccurate, and expensive, and it's not very good at predicting the human health effects or environmental effects of chemicals and pesticides. And right now, what we are doing to test human effects is poisoning lab animals, forcing them to breathe wildfire smoke simulated in a laboratory by burning different types of foliage and pumping it into animals' cages, making them obese to simulate what it would be like for obese people to be exposed to wildfire smoke, shooting off handguns and rifles and forcing animals to breathe the emissions.
All right, hold on. Listen, so I think there's certain things that we got to do. We got, and now I make the animals obese and make them breathe smoke to get data. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe that's in the pipeline of, man, would we really like to know the effects of that? Sure. But there's a long ass list of things. I do believe that it is necessary to do experiments, and we use mice. Mice, unfortunately, are the animal, that we use to do a lot of experimenting on. It's because it's just I don't know. Sucks to be a mouse, I guess, bro, but that's the creature we picked. Okay. And, I'm not against doing experimenting and stuff like that. I just think that there's a lot of money being spent on shit we don't need to spend it on, and we can optimize what we're researching. Think of it like a video game. You have a skill tree, right? You have all these dope things you could be pursuing, and then you just pick the most retarded fucking path of all the dumbest shit you could possibly put all your experience points into, and now you just suck because you didn't you didn't put all of your technology points into things that fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying is I'm not against experimenting on the fucking mice, dude. Keep doing it. I don't give a shit about that at all. Okay. But what I do care about is what are we actually trying to learn? What are we trying to improve? Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. That is a crazy ass reveal. This guy is being interviewed by the House Oversight Committee at a hearing. This is real. I was like, here's what it looked like originally on my notes on Twitter. This is what was given to me, and it's been look at the quality of the video. Doesn't it look dog shit? Right? That's such dog shit quality. This has been downloaded and uploaded 1,000 times today. And it's okay, so which makes me not trust what it's saying exactly. That's why I wanted to track it down. And thanks to Swift, he gave me the original video. And I was able to watch and learn that this is from the House Oversight Committee. None of that is said here. It just sometimes stuff's not bullshit, bro. Sometimes shit that's floating around the internet is not fucking bullshit. You have to track it down to know for sure, like I just did. You know, at least it's not bullshit that what these guys are saying, and then it's not just some whatever thing. It's an investigation and a hearing thing that they're doing, right? So at least we know that this was like a real thing that was discussed. Is what they're saying true? I fucking hope not. Honestly, I fucking hope we didn't spend $241 million on transgender animal testing. I hope that's not true. All right, you guys ready to talk about big balls? I'm saving the best for last. Oh, you know what? Before we get to big balls, we have one more thing. We'll get the big balls. That I'm saving that best for last. I have one more other thing that's last. Okay. So now let's shift the conversation over to the top recipient of US aid funding. Okay. It's a company called Chemonomics International. And let's just listen to what this guy has to say based off of what he was able to find.
Help me out with this one. So I've been using usaspending.gov to look into the USAID spending over the last 4 years.
Okay.
Because cracking open the USAID scandal changes the game.
Yeah, it does.
The story right now. And Americans are learning about all kinds of crazy government programs that we've been funding. But we're also learning about all kinds of organizations and NGOs and nonprofits that we didn't know we didn't even know existed. Okay, disregard the filter that TikTok just put on me for the last 10 clips. And in the data here, I noticed that when you sort it by the size of payment, the largest payment, $6 billion, is to Chemonomics International Inc., and then Pfizer. But then there's more Chemonomics International Inc., and then there's more Chemonomics International Inc., then there's more Chemonomics International Inc.
That's a lot of money.
Then there's more Chemonomics International Inc. and more Chemonomics International Inc. And I'm hoping that some of you already know about Chemonomics and can give us some leads and get the ball rolling of what the hell this is. When you dig into the sub-awards that they're giving out, it's basically all just
subcontract
transporting pharmaceutical products all around the world to all sorts of developing nations.
Okay.
Looks like it's mostly AIDS drugs, which is an insane amount of money. Side note, can anyone describe to me why the AIDS epidemic is such a problem in Africa? Are they all doing heroin? Are they all having butt sex? Why is AIDS everywhere in Africa? Is it just from poor sanitation? Or is it possible that we're not being told the whole story about the AIDS epidemic?
Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting theory. Okay.
Anyways, Chemonomics International
maybe
has earned $1.8 billion
maybe it's being stolen. I don't know.
Just in the last 12 months. But in all fiscal years, it looks like $17.3 billion. When you go to their website, their board of directors page no longer exists, which is kind of sus. But when you plug it into archive.org, you can get access to the board of directors as of.
See, dude, they always think that they're going to be able to hide it. It just makes it worse. You should have left it up there. Trying to hide it makes it so much worse. Yeah, we could just look it up on the internet. It's been archived, stupid.
Of 2024. And they don't seem like crazy sus. They seem kind of like nobodies, with a few exceptions that have worked in big tech and big medicine and big supply chain kind of stuff. There is this dude, Gunjan, who has worked for Disney Plus and Amazon Fire TV and Prime Digital and Amazon Studios. And why is that experience relevant to international aid work delivering medicine?
I don't know.
Anyways, Wikipedia says that Chemonomics is the largest for-profit recipient of U.S. government foreign aid. As of 2019, the company has approximately 5,000 employees. The firm offers capacity building, communications, corporate social responsibility.
Yeah, full stop. So whoever this person is on Twitch, full stop. Bro, they're just they really want the hundreds of millions of dollars to continue to be spent on experimenting trans shit on mice and stuff. Bro, if we just take that money and focus on cancer instead, 100%, way more fucking important. It is like experimenting trans shit on mice is the least important fucking thing that we should be doing. It's not that important. Straight up, I'll just say it. It's not that important. There's like cancers and diseases. That's the numbers we should be crunching.
Responsibility, knowledge management, performance management, and appraisal and program design services. What does any of that mean? Remember, the top receiver of U.S. aid funding. And they offer a hodgepodge of corporate gobbledygook that doesn't really say anything. Then when you start looking up the company and find articles about them, you find articles like this one that state that, this is back in 2017, in the first quarter of 2017, only 7% of the health commodity shipments delivered through this program arrived at their destination on time and in full. Meaning that 93% of the shipments they sent in that quarter either arrived incomplete or did not arrive within the 21-day window allotted and agreed to by the buyer. The largest recipient of foreign aid from our tax dollars is a company you've never heard of. And when they're using that massive share of our tax dollars, only 7% of the shipments they're sending are making it to their destination?
I'm so suspicious. I mean, I'm not going to listen to much more, but I am definitely suspicious. Very suspicious. I think there's a lot of corruption going on. One of the ways to stop all this, full stop fucking everything, figure out what's all bullshit, and then bring back the stuff that's most important. Super fucking obvious. Duh, stupid ass. Like, that's how you do it, right? It's so blatantly, disgustingly messy with how much corruption there is. Stop all the flow of money, line by fucking line. Look at all the dumb shit that we're spending money on, and then you have a big ass list of things you're never going to spend money on again, and then you have other things, and especially some things are going to have higher priorities on the list. They're going to start getting funding again because it's important. So that's basically that's what we're doing. I was calling some stupid ass over on Twitch because they're just retarded. Yeah, let's talk about big balls. Final story. Big balls. Big balls coming in. Big balls is a part of canceling all this shit, bro. I love big balls. CNN had to talk about big balls. Big balls is our hero. Let's learn more about big balls.
So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. Follower. So that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside DOGE. And we looked into his background. And so we found, several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.Sexy LLC, which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains. Yeah, so this...
I love it, dude. Like, it's so funny watching CNN, like, have to talk about this kid. 25-year-old aide of Musk DOGE resigns over racist posts. So I think that a lot of dumbass kids, especially now, they go through this phase online where they say a bunch of stupid racist ass shit online. Then they grow the hell up and then they want to forget that they ever fucking did that because it's retarded. I do think that there's a lot of people online that are genuinely fucking racist, and they usually don't hide it either. And fuck those guys, right? I do think that there's a lot of stupid ass kids that go online and say a bunch of shit because it's vulgar. They're just trying to be as vulgar as possible, and they don't realize that shit's gonna fucking haunt you. So and I see it all the time. I see all these dumbass kids in the Twitch chat and YouTube chat, and they say all this shit. They'll go inward this, inward that. I've seen it for years. I've been a streamer for years. All these kids fucking coming in, trying to be disruptive. Inward, inward, inward. Stupid little fuckers. All right? They're so annoying. I just ban them. I don't even bother with it, right? And then years later, they get older, and they're like, can I get unbanned? Because I've literally been doing this for years. So people years later, they like watching, but they got banned because they're spamming inward, right? And I don't believe that they're racist. They're just being stupid as fuck. And they need to get slapped across the mouth. That's what needs to happen. Facts, right? These kids, they're spamming the N-word. They need to get slapped across the fucking mouth by Pa. Pa needs to come in with the goddamn belt. That's what needs to happen, okay? That's the reality. Kids are going to say stupid, vulgar, disgusting things, but it doesn't mean that they're racist. And I think that digging up some stuff that some kids said in the past is inevitable. That's why I always tell these kids, like, you should fucking stop doing that shit, man. They're going to dig it up. It's forever. I'm from pre-internet, man. I was born before the internet. I know these things. They don't know this shit. They were born into this. They don't think about it. They don't think about everything they do and say is going to be like saved. So, yeah, I don't think the kid's racist. He's just being some dumbass kid. And he probably said some racist shit because he's being a dumbass kid. That's it. But yeah, big balls. Bring him back. Bring back big balls, dude. I trust Elon Musk's ability to build a team. If I say it all the time, if there's one thing Elon Musk is really good at and a lot of people don't pay attention to, like, it really goes under the radar, but this is like one of his top skills. And if you think about it, this is how he gets so much shit done, is with this one skill. He's really good at hiring. He finds the most capable fucking people and he gets them to join his team. This guy is good at hiring, and that is hard to do. Try and hire for literally anything, dude. It's so hard. All right. And this guy is really good at hiring the best people in the world for certain things. Be like, okay, what is our thing that we are trying to accomplish? Okay, what types of people would we need to accomplish that? You know, in this case, he needs very analytical people. And one of the kids, I watched a video of him the other day. He like created a program with AI that used AI to be able to read these scrolls that are like thousands of years old that have been like mummified, and it like with like, you know, X-rays and MRI and all types of technology and stuff. They're able to like get all this information from inside of it, and then he was able to crack a code that would be able to decipher everything, so we can actually read these scrolls. If you open them up, they'll get destroyed. So we have to like scan them to try and read them, and he figured out a way to read them. He figured out a way to start transcribing these things with AI. Is crazy. And so Elon Musk heard of this guy and got him. He got this kid and brought him on the team. And I am assuming that he has a team of absolute analytical killers that are on this, and Big Balls is probably one of them. I bet you he has an incredible like track record. You know, even at young, like especially for young. He probably has a reputation that precedes him with being analytical. That's, you know, or whatever types of, like, you know, the way Elon Musk thinks, he thinks, okay, what is the mission we're trying to accomplish? What are the best types of people to accomplish that mission? And he will go find them. So whatever role that Big Balls is filling in that, like, I trust it. That's just how I feel. That's how I see it. Big Balls 2036. Yeah, when he's old enough to run, bro. That's going to be funny. That's hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's change things up. So we are now going to go live over on my gaming channel on YouTube, and we are going to move you guys over there if you would like to continue watching. Let's do that. Bam. There we go. All right. What should we play? Oh, I'm going to be doing Minecraft today. All right. I'll probably play some. What time is it? Yeah. We're going to have to go ahead and do it.
A new follower.
There we go. Awesome. Let's see here. Who's this Ismera person? They don't even follow. I'm just gonna get rid of them. They don't follow, but they keep coming back to the stream. That's super weird. Let's just get rid of them so we don't have to listen to them anymore. There we go. All right, problem solved. Let's See here. Yeah, I want to mod the YouTube chat a little more too. There's just a bunch of retards sometimes. Most of them, mostly everyone is cool. All right, there we go. Start streaming. There we go. We should be going live on YouTube. There we go. All right, cool. I'm gonna so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do a thing where the chat actually moves to another stream where we're gonna do some gaming. So I'm gonna move the gaming away from my like political channel. There we go. Let's ban this guy too. This guy's just here to fight. Here we go. Bam. Now we don't. There we go. He's just gonna keep repeating himself. Okay. Where's that stream at? Let's see here. There it is. Okay. Join the Papa SMP. So now let's rate ourselves. This is some big brain shit. I love this about YouTube. This is so cool. We had 125,000 people show up to this stream, and we were only live for 2 hours. So 125,000 people showed up to a 2-hour stream. That is insane. We're still going to keep going. I'm going to move it over to YouTube, or you guys can watch on Twitch if you'd like as well. Down at the bottom of the, if you're watching on phone, at the bottom of the chat, there'll be a link to watch on Twitch if you'd like. Otherwise, sit tight, and I'm going to redirect everyone over to my gaming YouTube channel. Join the Papa SMP. There it is. Awesome. All right. There's that. All right. So thank you guys very much for hanging out. I'm going to end the stream over on YouTube's. And I will catch you guys next time if you guys are depping out. All right. Thank you guys very much for tuning in.